What's up, people? This is still your boy Black, the African journalist. We'll be here again to talk about newspaper review update. Alright, let's take a look at this story. Gunmen kill police, 14 others abduct 5 in Plateau communities. My question is this: how long are we going to continue like this as a nation? How long are we going to continue? We have the federal government, the state government, and the local government. What are they really doing concerning insecurity in Nigeria? Wow, this is so touching. So touching. Killing here, kidnapping here. Nobody can travel anymore. If you are traveling, your mind will be at the top. Because of insecurity. Alright, that is one of our newspaper's headline for today. Now let's take a look at this. ASU raises fresh strike threat. Says federal government betraying 2025 part. I was like, really? ASU raises fresh strike threat? I'm not sure ASU really know what they are doing. I'm not sure they know what they are doing. Abuja, the Academic Staff Union of University, ASU, has attacked the federal government over what it described as distorted implementation of 2025 federal government ASU agreement, warning that growing. They said a lot. Every year there must be ASU strike. Why? It's like the Academic Staff Union of Universities. They don't really know what they are doing. They don't. Every year there must be strike. Federal government is playing game with them. They are playing games with federal government. The two of them are playing games. And education is bedrock of any society. That is the newspaper review on our headlines for today. On the alarming cost of house rent in Lagos and what government must do. I was like, people were now raising concern concerning house rent issues, tenant rent issues. Now let's take a look at this. A lot of people were saying a lot of stuff concerning house rent in Lagos. Not only in Lagos, but across the nation, across the country. Now let's take a look at this. Rising house rent in Nigeria reflects structural failure in governance and economic management. Are you seeing it now? Our government have failed us in terms of management. Our government have failed us in terms of governance. Now let's take a look at this. He also said high cost force families into substandard housing, driven by inflation and a massive housing deficit. Addressing this crisis requires urgent state intervention, enforcing tenancy laws, disincentivizing affordable private development, and lowering construction's costs. Housing is a fundamental right, and inaction strengthens social stability and deepening inequality. A lot of people have been, raising concern. Now, the issue of house rent. What can the government do to make sure that house rent in Nigeria, at least, is affordable for a common man? Check Lagos. Some people are sleeping under the bridge. Some people don't even have a place to sleep. What a country, Nigeria, my country. Sometimes, if you take a look at this, I don't really blame the landlord and the landlady, because some of them, to build house is not easy. Cost of materials. Is it sand? Is it cement? Is it granite? Is it water? Is it no. There's no way government is helping. Only to provide water for the community, for the citizens, they can't. So landlord has struggled to build house. He's using it for rent and for profit's sake. So I believe Nigeria governments need to wake up. Like in Western world, the government build house for them and they play instrumentally. They pay. Everything is affordable over there. But here in Nigeria, we buy water for ourselves. We pay light bill for ourselves. Even in terms of light now, solar. We are now saying government estate, this, that, they'll be paying for solar task. I don't understand. Are you the one that is giving us light? No constant light. We find a way to provide light for ourselves. We are now saying that Lagosians saying in one certain estate, this, that they'll be paying for solar task. Thank God, say man no be God. Thank God, say man no be God. As we say man are God. Hey, nobody go breathe. So the issue of tenant, I believe that the federal government, state governments, and the local government have to key in to make sure that house is affordable for a common man. All right, let's take a look at this. This is a cartoon anyway. It's a cartoon that passes a message. Army dismisses soldier who asks politicians to send sons to fight terrorists in viral video. Are you seeing the picture? The father try to protect his son. Maybe they are major, they are senior staff or army. It's in the middle, while the people at the lower level at the last. It's at the last. Are you seeing it now? The politicians, they are supposed to also put their own son and daughter in military to face war front. During recruitment, it is the common man that you will see that will go out and face Boko Haram, face bandits, face all sorts of things, put them on the road. There should be a law in Nigeria that if you're a politician, if you are holding any political office, your son must go for war. Your son must go for war, or your daughter must face war. He or she must be trained and go to like 3 or 4 war. Even if it's peacemaking, you must go. Because during election, you'll be seeing all these politicians begging for votes, going up and down, campaigning. They will do this, they will do that. At the end of the day, they do nothing. They do nothing. They do nothing. Insecurity everywhere. The citizen, common man, cannot eat 3 square meals a day. All what we are aspiring for, just do the needful for common man in Nigeria. Things will be okay. Are you seeing it now? So, I believe the army officers should also put things in check as well, in terms of recruitment, in terms of bringing in new intake to army. If you don't have connection, if you don't have this, there's no way you can enter. You can only enter to recruit. If you have godfather, everything in Nigeria, Africa as a whole is about godfatherism, which is very, very bad. Which is very, very bad. Africa, as we concern, it's like Africa is cursed. It's like you have a problem in Africa. Remember, share, like, and subscribe. This is still Mr. Black, the African journalist. Let's take a look at this. JAMB retains 150 cutoff points for universities. Kudos to JAMB. I really commend JAMB on that. Stakeholders fixed the minimum benchmark for admission into polytechnics and monotechnics at 100, while colleges of nursing sciences will also admit candidates with a minimum score of 150 marks. The meeting, attended by vice chancellors, rectors, provosts, and heads of regulatory agencies, also approved deadlines for the conclusion of admission. Public universities are expected to complete admissions by October 31, 2026. October 31st, 2026. Private universities November 30, while polytechnics, monotechnics, and colleges of education have until December 31st, 2026. Cut-off mark for 150 is okay. It's nice for university. Polytechnic, monotechnic, 100. Yes, it's fair enough. But my question is this: they should bring in new curriculum to education system in Nigeria. That skills. There's need for skills, not just to be doing theory in universities. Most of our graduates right now see what they turn into. There should be skills requirements from the universities. There should be skills. People that I know people that have degree, this, that. Some of them now, they are not venturing into tailoring, cake baking, makeup artists. Imagine what a failed country, what a failed government. Do you know how many students that Nigerian government, Nigerian universities, both private university, federal university, monotechnic, polytechnic, do you know how many students they produce in a year? Where is the job? For somebody to retire, they will key in his or her own son before retirement. Even after retirement, there's a space for the son or daughter in the office. So what is the hope of a common man? And they are saying that education is what? Is the bedrock of every or any society. But in Nigeria, the case is different. This is still Oloantv Black, the African journalist. All right, let's take a look at this. Now, in the issues of crime, but we want to take a look at crime now. Let's take a look at this. 3 persons with disability arrested for drug trafficking. Imagine, 3 persons with disability arrested for drug trafficking. My question is this: who give them the drug? Because they are disabilities, they are disabled people. Who give them the drugs? Where are they going? Where are they coming from? Who is the person? This country, a lot of things is really going wrong. Let's take a look at this. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested 3 persons with disabilities, PWDs, for alleged drug trafficking during separate operations in Anambra and Kwara State. Spokesperson of the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, disclosed this in a statement issued in Abuja. Are you seeing it now? Disabilities were arrested. What a shame. What a failed country. What a failed system. Somebody give them. Disability cannot get drug like that. They cannot get all this stuff. Somebody give them. Let us be sincere to ourselves. Somebody give them. They should be arrested, tortured, and confess. Who give them? Where are they going to? Where are they coming from? How did they get it? Remember, this is the newspaper review, newspaper headlines on Oloantv. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. Nigeria is a funny country. Very funny country. This is about Ondo State. Ondo University students found dead off campus. Found dead off campus. What killed him? They don't know yet. Okay. The Federal University of Technology, Akure, Ondo State, has confirmed the death of a 100-level student, new intake for that matter, Favor Olaniyi, who was reportedly found dead near his off-campus residence in Akure, Ondo State. Wow, may he so rest in peace. This is a good news. Congratulations to Fashoranti. Happy 100th birthday, Pariben Fashoranti. I wish you happy birthday. I wish you all the best, Fashoranti, on your 100 years birthday. It's not easy to clock 100. It's by God's grace. It's by His grace to click and clock 100. Happy birthday, Daddy. Enjoy your days ahead. And I wish you long life and prosperity. Remember, this is still Oloantv. Tinubu arrives Nairobi for a 2-day African Forward Summit. Our president keeps traveling up and down, enjoying himself. Wow. Tinubu arrived Nairobi for a 2-day African Forward Summit. All right. I believe their meeting will be fruitful, resourceful. Nigerians are waiting for the outcome. How is it going to benefit Nigerians? Let's see how it goes. So these are all our headlines for today. I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. This is still Oloantv, the African journalist. There are a lot of things that is really going on in Nigeria that the government need to address, especially in the area of insecurity. Common man cannot breathe. Nigeria is not meant for only the rich. It is meant for both the poor and the rich. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. This is the Oloantv. Remember, my name is Ologundodo Black, the African journalist. For your advert placement, naming ceremony, birthday, any of your events, contact us on our number, on the number scrolling on your screen. Remember, contact us on our number. Remember, this is the Oloantv, the African journalist. See you guys on our next newspaper review on Oloantv. Peace out.